So let's go ahead and debunk this racist anti-black argument, this scapegoat, this excuse that I've seen Sneako use time and time again. I've now heard Andrew Tate use it. I addressed it in my last video. I saw some people in the comment section not understanding what it is that I was saying. So here's the context. Sneako went off defending Clavicular after he got banned from the club for blasting Kanye West's banned song with Andrew Tate and others. How about you hear it from Sneako's mouth himself?
Every song that you play in the club, why don't you have to see any clubs apologize when they glorify killing innocent people in Chicago or in New York City? The gang violence. Every single song you hear in the club is glorifying violence. Every single song from a female rapper is about shaking ass and being a whore.
That doesn't matter because HH was not banned because it glorified sex. It wasn't even banned because it glorified violence. It's banned because it glorifies racism. Do you understand? Rappers do not make songs glorifying killing black people because they are black. This is what these Sneako's little minions and Andrew Tates and just people with brain rot from being racist fucks. This is what they don't understand. You see, when a black person does anything that they want to paint as negative, one, it represents all black people. Secondly, it's about their blackness, right? And so why is rap music bad? It's bad because black people make it. This is how these people feel. This is what they believe. How do we know this? Because the same criticism that they give to rap music, they do not make these criticisms about action movies starring people like Keanu Reeves and Tom Cruise.
What do you need? Guns. Lots of guns.
But because it's a white man, it's fine. There's nothing wrong with it. It's art. But when black people make art that involves violence, now it's just bad and wrong and degenerate. Why? Because the people who are making it are black. HH doesn't even have a single lyric in there calling to violence. Here are the entire lyrics for the song HH, right? Hail Hitler by Kanye West. There is not a single line in this entire song where he is explicitly calling for violence. The problem people have with this song is that he is saying, Hail Hitler. He's saying, praise Hitler. Hail Hitler is a phrase that is used, it's a salute to say, I pledge allegiance to Adolf Hitler and Nazi ideology. That is literally the definition of the salute. That is literally what the salute means. Hail Hitler. That's literally what it means. This song is not banned because violence is bad. It's banned because it's a rallying cry to say, hey, all Jews should be exterminated. This is Nazi ideology. And so when you are a fucking brain dead idiot going around saying Hail Hitler, you're essentially saying, I believe that all Jewish people, regardless of whether or not they have ever done anything to anybody or not, regardless of whether or not they hold any political power, any financial power, if they're just a poor Jewish person living anywhere, it doesn't matter. They need to be eradicated from this earth. This is what you're saying. Now, tell me, what rap songs say that about black people? What rap songs say, oh, black people need to be eradicated from this earth because they are black? That's not a thing. Now, if you don't like rap music because it has violence in it, you're entitled to that. If you think that it's immoral, if you think that it's degenerate, you're entitled to that. I just hope you're consistent and you don't play violent video games and you don't watch movies with violence. I just hope you're consistent with that. Or is it only the black music, right? Is it only when black people talk about violence in art that somehow it has this magical effect of making people more violent, but playing violent video games, that doesn't make children more violent, right? Right? Because people try to argue that. People try to say, hey, maybe we should ban violent video games because it's making the youth more violent. Maybe that's the reason we're seeing all of these school shootings happening. Everyone's like, no, violent games don't make people more violent. Okay, but somehow, music is magic, though. Music has this magical effect. But only black music that's violent, because when Bruno Mars's hit song, The Lazy Song, went viral, right? Today, I don't feel like doing anything. Da-da-da-da-da-da. That song, we should not allow that song to be on the radio because nobody's going to go to work, right? Nobody's going to go to work. Everyone's just going to stay home, kick their feet up and stare at the fan, right? Because remember, music is magic and it makes people do things. Of course, I'm not saying music cannot have an effect on you emotionally, but this is just a racist scapegoat that people use to just demonize black music, separate and apart from this like pathetic weaselly way that Sneako and Andrew Tate are trying to excuse themselves from playing a racist song in a club and then crying about having to suffer consequences for playing a racist song in a club. Separate and apart from that, this is just something people do all the time, right? They make special exceptions for black anything, right? If it's black, it's super bad, it's especially bad. When 21 Savage makes a song talking about shooting his op, he is talking about an individual who happens to be black. He's not talking about killing a man because he is black. Praise Adolf Hitler, hail Adolf Hitler is saying, we believe that all Jewish people, just because they are Jewish, should be exterminated. And so I hope now you understand. So the next time you hear somebody say some shit like this,
sorry from anybody. I was in a van and I was in a club. That club also played songs about beating the shit out of women and shooting black people. I didn't put any of the songs on. I'm not the DJ.
Right? Again, now you know what they're trying to do. Now you see what they're trying to do. If you have a problem with just violence in general in all forms of media and art, then okay, that's fair. I get that, but don't try and pretend like these two things are the same. If somebody had made a song glorifying the KKK, for instance, I guarantee you that it would get the same level of pushback. Just look at how the black community, look at how we did Aiden Ross. We dragged that dude up and down the fucking timeline, made him bend the knee. He supposedly is giving $100,000 to black businesses in LA, right? He promises he's not going to talk about Doechii anymore. This is the reality, right? If you ever go to the club and hear on the speaker some rapper talking about, hey, let's kill all the white people, or hey, let's kill all the Christians, or hey, let's kill all the Muslims. I promise you, if a song like that ever went viral, I promise you it's gonna get the same kind of pushback. So there you go, man. I just wanted to quickly, clear this shit up and help you to understand it and see through the fucking just anti-black, low effort, low IQ argument that is, oh, I should be allowed to play anti-Semitic music because that rapper made a song talking about shooting one of his ops. To then turn that into, that rapper made a song about shooting black people, that in of itself is racist. You can't, why would you make it into something about race? It's like I said in one of my previous videos. John Wick is not a movie about killing white men. That's not what the movie is about. It's a movie about a man getting vengeance on other men who did him wrong. It just so happens that they all happen to be white. It is no different when a black rapper makes a song about shooting up one of his ops, and let's say he's black, he's not shooting him up because he's black. He's not making music about killing black people. He's making music as an individual about killing another individual who happens to be black, more than likely, because it's about gang violence. And when you're from the hood, you live around mostly black people. If you still don't get it at this point, well, it's either because you're either too stupid to get it or you're just a racist fuck. So either way, ain't no more talking to be done, I suppose. But y'all let me know what you think in the comment section down below, man. Thank you for watching. And until next time, peace out.
Nick Fuentes, you just dropped that name. Are you a big supporter of Nick Fuentes?
He's going to be the next president. He's going to be a future president of the United States of America. It's inevitable.
So for someone that is all about love,
yeah,
he is Do you think he spreads love?
100%.
He doesn't even agree with your existence. He doesn't like race mixing.
Not liking race mixing, he doesn't hate me.
He does. He actually does, though.
No, he doesn't. I know he's a good friend of mine. We're friends.
Dude, Sneako's defending Haiti so much, he should just live there. Sneako's, all he talks about now is Christians and white supremacists, this and that. Dude, this country was founded by white supremacists. If they saw you, they would have enslaved your ass, bro. Sneako, if the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro? And all he's talking about is white supremacists, white supremacists. This country was founded by white supremacists. And he's always talking about Haiti killed the slave owners. Haiti's not so bad. Well, why don't you go live there, bro?
He doesn't hate me.
He does. He actually does, though.
No, he doesn't. I know he's a good friend of mine. We're friends.
Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in.
Gooba dooba dee doo doo, la di da boo boo, gooby goo boo, yassi yacha, yabby gooba boo.
He doesn't hate me.
He does. He actually does, though.
No, he doesn't. I know he's a good friend of mine. We're friends.
Peace Supremacy sent $50. Brother, I'm an American Muslim. I share your values on the sanctity of Jesus and human life, on sobriety, and I want the best for America, spiritually and materially. I oppose Jewish supremacy, porn, sexual degeneracy, nihilism, and communism, especially the brands supported by fake Muslims who join LGBT rallies. Why can't we get along? Be allies?
Because we're Christian. This is a Christian civilization. Yeah, I mean, listen, I have no problem with Muslims wanting to support the movement, but they're always doing this thing where they're like, well, hey, we like Jesus. It's like, yeah, but Jesus is God, and you think we're idolaters, and you want the call to prayer, and you want your enclave, and we don't support that. This is America.
He doesn't hate me.
He does. He actually does, though.
No, he doesn't. I know he's a good friend of mine. We're friends.
I want to learn everything just so I could shut these Muslims' fucking mouths. Because they all just come across so slimy. Like this one guy, Sneako, did this interview with this Muslim. And the whole thing, the guy's just such a weasel. They don't even talk about their own religion. They just attack Christianity. Christianity is the real faith. Christianity and its sacred magisterium is the real treasury of revelation and God's wisdom. And so they don't even talk about their own sad trade post religion. Their religion is a trading post religion, and they're trading post people. I mean, even the guy that's there, it just comes across as so insincere. But that's how they are. I mean, that religion literally came up in a trading post. And so these are scammers. It's a scammer religion. It's a scammer merchant religion. They're selling their religion like these Egyptians will try to sell tourists beads at the Great Pyramids.
How'd you find out about Nick Fuentes?
Shit, bro. How did I find out? I mean, I kind of knew about him because I used to watch Hasanabi back in the day.
Oh, yeah? You went from Hasanabi to Myron, Nick, and Sneako?
Yeah, I used to watch Hasanabi, and he would always bring him up and say he's a white supremacist and all this, and I'm like, let me see what this guy's about.
And then you ended up seeing and you found out that was a lie.
Yeah, pretty much.
Damn, so really all of his attacks ended up putting you on to the truth.
Dude, Sneako's defending Haiti so much, he should just live there. Sneako's, all he talks about now is Christians and white supremacists, this and that. Dude, this country was founded by white supremacists. If they saw you, they would have enslaved your ass, bro. If the founding fathers saw you, they would have enslaved you. They'd be like, where is your owner, bro?
Ar-Rahman Ar-Rahim. Maliki Yawmiddin. Iyaka na'budu wa iyaka nasta'in.
Gooba dooba dee doo doo, la di da boo boo, gooby goo boo, yassi yacha.